Hey, what's up, family? And this is another TV review, Godfather of Harlem. Listen, this is on Forrest Whitaker's best acting. Um, I think, you know what, when I seen them cast him as Bumpy, I thought that was a perfect casting. And you really look at the original Bumpy Johnson, Forrest Whitaker kind of looks like him. There's a great resemblance. So shout out to Forrest Whitaker. I like the storylines of everything. Um, I like the characters. I think everybody's doing well. Now, I will say this: season one and season two, Malcolm X, perfect. That dude is spot on. That season three, Malcolm X, I didn't feel it. It felt like Forrest Whitaker had a lot of chemistry with that first Malcolm X. Now I know the guy who did Malcolm X for season one and two. I think it was like a shooting conflict, and the reason why he could not um, be a part of that. And so that's why you don't see him in season three. And then in season four, there's some like weird flashback scenes they use the same season three Malcolm X. Which I said y'all could have just got season one and two for that because nobody would have ever fussed about it. But I did not like season three Malcolm X. I just felt like he didn't embody the essence of Malcolm X, and he didn't embody the friendship. When you seen those two on screen, it felt like they were friends. Um, and so, I mean, you see the evolution and growth of Bumpy Johnson. Bumpy Johnson is like a gangster with a good heart, and his growth throughout the show. Um, I definitely think it's of course, it's more rooted in reality because it's based off of a real person. But everybody does phenomenal acting, phenomenal storytelling, engaging. Now they're bringing in Frank Lucas in this new season. The only thing about it is that according to history, they're kind of blending the lines a little bit with it, but they're adding a layer of Frank Lucas that we didn't see, like not an American Gangster. So we're seeing the early part of Frank Lucas. So he's a little bit round, a little bit rough. So I'm really interested to see how his development is, and if this becomes something where Bumpy, because Bumpy's gonna die soon. If you know historically, he's probably like what 2 years left to live, maybe. And then Frank comes in. So I don't know if they're going to continue Godfather Harlem with Frank from the Frank Lucas side now after that, or they're just going to end the show with Bumpy. So it'd be interesting to see it, because I mean they could tell the Frank Lucas story and give us a lot more detail than the movie could ever do, because you're doing it episodically, and so there's a lot more layers that can come into that. So that may be something they could explore, maybe, or maybe that's a spinoff. But I would be interested in seeing the guy who's playing Frank Lucas. He's not a bad actor, and I like how he's playing the role really good. Him and Forrest Whitaker on screen have great chemistry. So I don't know. I'm interested in seeing what they can do with Godfather Harlem and how they take it to the next level, and adding these new characters, key characters that we know about, and seeing them on the small screen and really seeing how things work. So there's some cool things about that.